Hi everyone, we're here. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be a bit too noisy with this window open. Our room is rather warm. It's a bit on the hot side, but I've done so much walking. Oh my god. It's been a long walk, a long trek. So we got here roughly, I'd say about 12:30 roughly. Halfway here, realised I'd left my recording equipment back in the car, so we had to go back to the car, got that out, came out. We went in the castle first. I did make a few videos but didn't like them, so I deleted them. Then I did one around the castle. I don't know what it's like, lots of pausing and lots of people around. So this is a really nice comfy chair. Hotel itself's nice. There is no aircon though, but they've kindly brought me in a fan, and they upgraded us to this room because we asked for a castle view, and this happened to me once in Paris where I asked for a view of Notre Dame or something. It said you had a perfect view. We had like a corner of the you could see like something spiky sticking up. That was it. So that wasn't the case here. We did see the castle, but you had to pop your head out the window and look over there. So yeah, it was a castle view. No, it wasn't really. So when they brought up my fan, we asked about the possibility of an upgrade, and I mentioned the magic words I'm filming in for YouTube. Suddenly we got this room with a lovely view of the castle. If the noise of the traffic is too much, obviously if I take you out on the balcony, it's better. Maybe I'll do that at the end. But if the noisy road is too bad, I'll shut the window. But Gary is sitting there with his drink, chilling, listening to music on his headset, and yeah, but we needed a bit of a breather. It was so hot today. I was so bright red in the face all day. I'm not going to look at him. He's being naughty. So yeah, I was really crimson all day long, walking around like a tomato. Really bad. And I kept saying, you know, it will die down in the evening. It always does. It's just I get overheated and my face just turns bright red. It was kind of like this. This is my phone sock, and it matched. So I did notice whenever we went anywhere and I caught sight of myself, it was like, oh, I'm really hoping I'm not burnt. Now before we left, I put on my usual facial sunscreen, and that lasts usually quite a long time. And then while we were out, I bought one that is one per day. Like it's meant to be just one application, and it's a weird thing. It's like it's got the consistency and it dries like acetone, you know, like when you put that on and it evaporates. That's how it is. It's very odd. Anyway, I did that as well, so I thought it's had 2 applications, so I shouldn't have burnt. And then when I caught sight of myself at one point, I thought I'm reapplying it, you know. So I did, and so I really ought not to have burnt, but I've put a little bit of powder on to tone and kind of a tint rather than a foundation, just to kind of even that out and stop me being like a beacon, because I was glowing, man. I was like I'd been in Chernobyl. Kid you not, I did. I looked like I'd been in Chernobyl. My feet were absolutely, well, soaked is the word, because I did wear socks and trainers, but I brought other things to wear, but I knew if I wore them and if I slopped around here in flip-flops that I would have sore feet. My feet do tend to suffer. But I didn't find any yarn shops yet. There is still time. Found lots of clothes shops, quite nice ones. Found the fudge shop. We have 5 slices of fudge, which you can actually freeze, so that's fine. We had a really beautiful ice cream from a place across the road there, and yeah, so we've got to go out a little bit later, get dinner and do whatever we want in the evening, go to a bar, come back, got a lovely big room, huge beds. We've got one humongous bed and one little bed. So if we find any orphan children, we'll be all right. So yeah, it's cool here. It's really nice, and it's been, I guess, the hottest day we've had in the country all year. I think it's probably the hottest for this time of year, the hottest on record, I reckon. If not, it'll be very close to it. Mega. It has been rather warm. So I've been buying a few souvenirs. I'll show them to you when I get home, because I left them in the car. When we couldn't check in straight away. So once we'd finished looking around the castle, we had a little drink in the pub up the road, cooled down a little bit. And then we went and got a few things in the shops like the fudge. Took them to the car, brought the bags in and checked in. So that's where we're at now. And the sun is just going down. It's getting cooler. Thank goodness. It's been mega. I can't tell you how much. Now I did straighten my hair. It's obviously gone very fluffy. And where I've had to tie it back, I've got kinks. But I did do it all nice and straightened, but you wouldn't think it now. It's just been too hot for hair. It's one of those days where it's just too hot for hair, so it had to go back. And yeah, so nice. Not much else to tell you. We haven't eaten yet. There's a couple of noodle bars up the road that Gary's got his eye on, but I can't eat them. So as much as he wants to, I think he's going to leave it, because when I'm out one day with Michael, he's going to have a Chinese with Charlotte, so he'll be sorted in the noodle department. But we've got to find food later. And then when I get back tomorrow, I'll be packing orders and getting on with part 2 of my summer cotton blanket crochet along, which I've been doing. Now I did a paw print coaster. I'm not mega happy really with the tutorial, because I had to keep crossing, because there were so many different things to do. But when I kind of wrote them all down, wrote the pattern down as I was doing it, as it working it out, and then when I was replicating it, I had to keep ticking it off so that I wasn't going to get confused as to where I was at. And for me, that disjointed it a bit, and I wasn't as happy with that as I am most of mine. But it's been quite popular, so I was hoping to turn that into a square. So if I manage to get it done, it will be one of my granny squares, perhaps. But we'll see. I needed to do a few other things as well, so yeah. And the thing that I've been working on since winter, I need to finish that. There's 2 of them, so one stitch, one showing you one way with one stitch and the other stitch, so got to finish that. That funny noise was Gary sneezes silently, very weird, but that was noisy for Gary. It was like, it usually is like no sound.
Not loud.
It's weird. I have a good sneeze and I do it, you know, right out there, man. But not Gary. He's a silent sneezer. He spoils a good sneeze, you know. I made the most of mine. Just saying. He's rocking away on the chair. He can hear it, but it's silent. So I'm hoping the road noise, the aeroplane noise, all of the noises are not too bad. I did a little short showing our view. Obviously it was that way round, portrait. So I thought I'd do the scan of the view, so and stick that on. I've got to upload. I don't know how quick the uploading will be. I don't know what that noise is. But apparently there's a function going on over there today, over in the staterooms. I couldn't film in them. That was the annoying thing. Couldn't film in the staterooms, couldn't film in I knew I wouldn't be able to film in the chapel, especially if I couldn't film in the staterooms. So it was just the outside bit. It's unfortunate because there was some really brilliant stuff in there to film, you know, that the memorabilia, the things that belong to Henry VIII and his armour and his swords, and some jewel encrusted ones for sort of kind of, you know, battle dress and regimental, and you know, when they wear stuff for pageantry. So there was so much in there. I didn't see the doll's house, the queue. That queue, I filmed a queue, right? You haven't seen it obviously yet, but there was this queue, and I thought, oh, it was just for the doll's house. I see that last time. Don't need to see it again. Wow. So anyway, I'm going to give you a quick view of the view. Bear with me a sec. I will try my best not to show you Gary in his underpants first. Undercrackers, as my mum used to say. So, bear with me a sec, guys. I need to just flip you round. Where's the flipper? Oh, I don't think I can. No, I don't think it will let me flip, which is annoying. I don't know what this is going to be like. I don't know what you can see, but hopefully you're getting something. It's got Lucy going by. How cute is that? So yeah, I don't know what you're looking at, what you can see, but hopefully it was something other than grass. You never know. Hello, I'm back. Oh, nearly got Gary in his undercrackers. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.